Antietam,
And then you all.
Pittsburgh,
I didn't know.
Harrisburg, Gettysburg,
You said.
right?
All right.
Some more chicks. Look it up. Yeah.
But
My
it looks like there's
Some
not.
My Leah.
areas. There are areas.
Oh, hi.
No, I just said, we have. So let's see if we can see everybody here. Okay, so
Super.
Zach, we can see you. So yours, yeah, you might have to take that off of there and sit it in a better spot.
It's funny. We used to see weird motherfuckers, right?
It's weird.
What the fuck is that?
You got it fixed.
Charlie, you need to come down a little bit.
Oh, am I okay? Hold on.
Yeah, you just turn the camera down like that.
Is this one
There you
mine? Yeah.
It always takes it a second to catch up.
Aren't these Ellie's balls?
Yeah, those are Ellie's balls.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind you handling them.
Is she gonna watch?
No, you have to. You won't stand like that. You have to do it like that and then turn it down.
Oh, like.
Yeah, you have to have it like it was, but then you just up and down. Here, was it falling over?
Yeah.
Yeah. This, you gotta get on there. There you go. And then you gotta turn it towards you.
I'll have to have a ale or something.
Have a what?
An ale or something, because my drunken friend isn't here.
Oh, okay. I have a metal stein in there that I used to use when I was DMing. Hello, everybody. I think we're the only ones here, but in any case, we are there. While Cesar finishes being our bartender over there, would you mind doing something for me, Evan, real quick? Yep. Would you type !hand? This is just for future reference in case anybody's there. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my mistake. Let me put it in the right place. All right. So if you're there and you're in the chat, and you type !hand, you're going to give the players a fake card. If you do !dice and then a space and 20, you can roll a d20.
Space 20.
And then 20, yep. It'll roll a d20 for you, and you can roll all the other dice. Just so you know who we are the Dinner and Dragons, Dungeons and Dragons stream. We are here all together. Today we have Mylia. Everybody's still out. See, we're still at the dinner part, so that's what you're hearing right now. I mean, it is what it is. Evan, Mylia, Zach. We have Jason here. We have what's his name? Charlie's going to be sitting down in just a minute.
Look at Mo.
Cesar will be over here doing our sound for us. So we'll give them a moment to get done over there.
I'm going to add some pineapple.
So they can get back.
We're missing Ellie.
Yeah, we're missing Ellie. It was one of those days, I hear. She just
And you're right for a second.
needed to be at home rather than here.
Get out of here.
She said what?
She was sick of me. She said, get out of here.
You see how it tastes.
Well, that's between you and her, okay? I
Be like, gosh, Ellie, don't pawn him off on us. Jeez, be a real friend.
It's like a divorced mom and dad. You take him. No, you take him.
Interesting stuff. Worse.
Now it's good.
Come on, boys. Come sit down.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to do Alt-M, that'll get us all started here. All right, so last week, if I remember correctly, you all had just staved off an attack by something at this little water place. Let me put this one down.
Just like my guy.
How did I already forget what we did this week?
Oh, there we go. All right, you all
Now I see. Yeah, the turtle. Turtle.
Yeah, you all had managed to run a turtle of some sort off from where you were. He was headed around towards the ship, but you managed to actually get him to go away the other direction through misdirection, just shooting things out and away from the ship. You were going to stay here for a while because you still had some repairs to do. Is that correct?
Yep.
So, for some reason, you all had a lot of fun. I didn't keep up with everything. So this time I'm going to ask you all to do something I haven't asked you to do in a long time. Go around and tell me one thing, the one thing you remember from the last time. And we'll start with, do me a favor, exclamation point dice space 5. What's it say? Gotta find it in here. Now do it. Exclamation point dice 5.
Space 5?
Yep. Okay. Mylia.
Oh, yay.
Kyle, what is it that you remember? What's one thing that you remember from the last?
So, I was out with a group of people. We were over and we were investigating another area. And when we came back was when the turtle was.
That's right. You had gone down and you found what you believe to be the portal that has released all the water from the elemental plane of water into here. Gotcha. And what was the reason that you turned around?
Well, I was getting sucked in.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to be saved. Did you save me, Squirtle? I think you saved me.
You got a little bit too close. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You remember?
Yep.
Something you remember.
So the after the ship was damaged, we had to basically dock it, and we were trying to collect shipwreck supplies.
Yes, and this place happens to have a lot of them, and it looks like it was placed here by someone. So there was or is a civilization of some type here. And of course, you met Cripple. What do you want me to do, sir? Tell me what to do, sir. Learned that he actually does know how to use the ballistas. I don't know. Is that the actual proper harpoon launcher? Ballista? Ballista's a little bit different than a harpoon launcher. Squirtle Blower. Something you remember.
I tried to close that portal with a 3rd level dispel magic. It blinked, but the spell wasn't high enough.
Okay.
So I couldn't shut it.
So you couldn't shut it yet. Okay. And Drake, our resident tinkerer.
We were on those islands, and as we were on them, the big turtle creature kept coming around smashing us. So we were losing real estate. We were the little island clusters were getting smashed down. And
as a matter of fact, this one right here.
Yeah, and parts of that one.
This one here is basically gone, and this one is basically gone.
And so were those partly smashed in?
Yes, and parts of that was smashed in. Yeah. Tim, would you do me a favor? Do Alt-E.
Credit is to have a better body.
So now do Alt-N.
I was like, man,
Alt-E.
how do you control the ice maker from there?
Impressive.
I must not have added that one. Okay. Just do Alt-E. That's good.
You know, Alt-E?
Yeah, Alt-E. Yeah. So there's no Alt-M on this one, or it got disappeared. And Lucky, something that you remember.
I think I remember us finding the portal
And I remember stealthing, so something couldn't hit me because something big was coming. So I remember stealthing.
Okay. You probably have. Why am I saying probably? That's what the dice are for. You have. Ouch. It looks like you have about 9 days worth of work on the ship before it's 100% seaworthy. I don't know. I will let you all take it from there. How would you like to proceed?
I know, 9 days is exactly how much I need to learn my language.
Mm-hmm.
How far are we away from the rocks?
You're actually right here. The ship is this right over here.
But the turtle went off, like we're saying.
The turtle went off in this direction over here.
Gotcha.
He went that way. He went that way. As a matter of fact, there he is, right there. Let me get rid of him.
I'm going to scout. I'd say I'd probably go out maybe a mile.
Okay.
Each way around this. Keeping an eye on the portal.
Okay.
And keeping an eye on. So that's kind of what I'll do.
So you're going to be doing like I don't know what it's called in the military, but when you're on duty and you're going around and you're the one.
I'm on recon.
Okay. So you're going to recon. You're not going to do fucking patrol or something.
It's kind of, in this case, it's the same because we have set up an area to stay temporarily.
Okay.
Right. So it's setting watch, but instead of just that small area, it's expanding.
It's fun having two military people when you talk about military shit in front of them. So do me a favor. Would you roll for me? Go ahead and roll 4 investigations for me, and I'll just have them in my. And if you want, write them down somewhere or make a note of them somewhere.
I can cast mending as a cantrip. Will that speed that 9 days up at all?
You know, the mending might actually help. If you work like that, yes, you will be able to cut that down to about 5 days worth of time. Yeah.
Rose.
I mean, it's small repairs, but small repairs can add up.
Yeah. Well, that's just it.
Nice.
All right. So the lowest is a 9.
Okay. So a 9 is the lowest.
The highest is a 20. Soft 20.
So probably the thing, and you can put this into terms that make sense after I say this to you. The thing that you notice that just immediately, other than the portal is there, and you're really pretty far away from anything else. There is nothing within that other than the portal. What you do notice is as you look at the boat from below, it does not look as if it should be able to stay afloat the way that it is. It looks as if the keel should constantly be further down in the water than the rest of it, because the keel is just they used the wood that they used to create it is too large, and it would outweigh everything else. But for some reason, the rudder is balancing it. It's like on any other ship that there's too much keel. Whatever the name of that piece of wood is that everything goes into there and holds all the boards together.
All right. That is the keel.
Okay.
The spine of the ship, if you will. Then I'll report that to the captain. I'll cast a spell. Cast tongues.
Cast what?
Tongues.
Okay. When it's time. Okay. So like when you get back from your Gotcha, from your reconnoiter. So great. You're going to be doing your mending most of the day, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you do your morning. All right. So I will get back to you. Lucky, what are you doing during all of this time? You got potentially 5 days.
I can use items, so I can help them build. Hold on. What is it called? It's called utilize, so they can give me tools and I can utilize them and help fix the boat up, so we can shorten the time down too. So,
Okay. All right. So this is a special subclass skill.
a fast hands skill.
Fast hands, so you get to use items. Okay. All right. Cool. So I guess with all of you working together, we can cut that down now to probably about 4 days.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something, Kyle, about learning your language.
Yeah, I want to continue to learn the language of my respected newfound people.
So once when I have tongues on, still on, and cast comprehend language, I'll take some time to realize, to say spear.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, accent's horrible.
I know. I may still sound like a 5th grader, but I'm starting to pick it up.
I sound like a first grader when I speak Spanish.
And when I talk about common, right? It's it's like, so fish, more. Steven. But to me, I'm saying scoreboard. But to you, it sounds like Steven.
Steven. Okay. All right. So you do your. Stefan. So basically, this particular day is fairly uneventful. You come back and you relay that. What would you like to do during the day?
Just collect as much wreckage and salvage what we can.
The wreckage and the salvage. Roll investigation just for the sake of rolling an investigation. Nothing else. You want real dice?
Not just yet.
Not just yet. Okay.
When I start rolling really bad, then.
If you do like 3 nat ones or 4 nat ones in a row, like at one time, it was just crazy.
Yeah. Don't put it past me.
Say, you got me.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's finally getting used out of my pantry in there.
Something happened to it because it's not sweet.
16.
It's not.
It's very syrupy, but it's had like.
Did you add some sugar?
Yeah, that's
Good. Yes.
16.
16. All right. He comes back.
Or something. A hat.
You talking about like for my soft brain to keep it from getting damaged?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm gonna call it something.
So he comes back and he tells you
The game.
I can make you a magic item. That's right. Just without having to cast a spell.
It's awesome.
It's temporary until I want it back.
That works.
So I'm gonna figure it out.
Stingy with these infusions of yours.
Oh yeah.
he only gets so many of them.
I'm gonna get 3 right now.
Yeah. Well, you're what, 6th level?
You get up to 8 at a certain point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you make it back, and you have this information that you relay to Bjorn, the captain, and I will let you take it from there. You two take it from there.
I say, really what? The ship is weird.
My ship? Of course it's weird.
Just letting you know. As long as we track it.
Seawolf is cursed.
And I'm like, oh, okay then. And I go about my business.
All right, so you're on about your business.
All right, but how is it weird? Just so I'm curious.
See, it should not. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. What happens when you use character voices somewhere else?
Mm.
He says, I am not completely knowing. It is shaped a little odd. It should not even float.
Its shape makes it not like it shouldn't float.
Yes. Indeed. I am telling you, and you must understand that most things that float are shaped to float.
I'm not doubting your opinion, but did you see that floating rock the other day? That thing was swimming.
Did I actually? I didn't get back in time for that. Did I get back in time for the turtle?
You got back just in time to see its tail as it was disappearing.
The tail, I see the rock.
A rock. I mean, it looked like a rock.
And then I say, You are making a very good point. Very well, I will leave you to your weird.
I have to remember that creature. That's a cool creature.
And I'm like, just a. Very well. And then I go do some cooking.
All right, so you go do some cooking. All right.
I make my treats. I gotta make it.
Forgot all about too.
So when we do get on an adventure, I have some treats there.
So you have treats. Okay, cool.
And treats and meals.
Roll for me an intelligence save.
Oh.
You're just doing a save. It's just to see how well you're doing with your language learning, with your learning.
8.
All right. So you're she must not have a thing for languages. She's not getting.
I'm trying really hard.
I know you're trying
You
really
should give
hard.
me treats.
It's like when I got in front of 500 kids and tell them we were going to sing underwear, okay?
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it was. Where are you all sleeping? It is time to sleep. It's barely
I'm sleeping out on the deck.
You're going to sleep on the deck.
The captain's quarters, of course.
The captain's quarters, okay. Tell me, where are the captain's quarters usually at them? On the bow or
underneath the wheel usually is, right?
No. So the captain's quarters usually have the nicest quarters, and they're long. Right. So if one of those older version ships, where then
Skyrim, it's always
the part that it's called it's the aft of the ship.
You wake up. Oh,
There's
you'll find
the raised part. The wheel, the helm is there, but the captain lives above the waterline.
Above the water.
So it's like the elevated deck.
Not to interrupt, but I realize this is like a Viking longship. Is I think what the intention was for the.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's really a quarters.
There would still be quarters because on a Viking, on those older ships, depending on how flat it is, the people went down, and when there wasn't sails, they would run. So they would knock down the slaves or whoever was rowing would sleep there. And again, in the aft part of the ship, in this case, probably where the rudder is, there would be a larger area for the captain. So if you want it below decks, it can be, but the Viking longship doesn't sit very high above the water.
Right.
So Björn is over here on the ship, somewhere below deck-ish. Drake, where are you sleeping? What quarters are you taking?
I'm going to go to the highest part of the island.
Okay, that's probably this part right
and
now.
I'm going to sleep under Barney.
All right, so let me put Barney there.
He's like my alarm system. He's got his little legs be around me. And
You should learn the spell alarm and like have it attached to him, so that way he doesn't have to he can wake you up.
we can do that anyways.
As if he fit.
All right, Clara, where are you sleeping?
I'm gonna probably be near Drake
I saw that.
because
Willingly go.
I love Barney, and so I'm gonna be near Drake and Barney because they make me
I
feel
think
safe.
I had that spell for a while.
All right, and Lucky, what about you?
And Bjorn's just getting on my nerves.
Where are you going to be sleeping?
It's a star.
Like the left side of the ship, like the other side right there. That'd be
Okay, all right, half hanging off. All right, and let's put Pickle on there.
Crackle.
Okay.
Don't look
Can you
back.
say the word on it?
It's a 20-foot sea.
So it's funny, like your old picture that you had for Crowdwood, you were an ugly elf, and now your picture's all nice.
Oh, wow.
Clean.
That's me.
Change the picture. Oh, did you know that?
She's like, maybe, or like, I want a picture that looks like this and this.
Type CRETHL, please.
I didn't say Buffy Elf though. It just came up with it itself.
Well, yeah, so that's the default picture. You were like a homeless elf, like you were struggling.
Well, y'all are really desperate, so I'm trying to look prettier.
Oh yeah, we've been underway for a while.
Hey, Jason, you know what I think would be funny? Every time you reach over, you do go Barney, his name is slightly like when he comes back, he becomes Barney.
It's like Parks and Rec with Jerry.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So you all are fairly close, not too far spread out. Squirtle, where are you
I'm
sleeping?
sleeping. So you see the island with the two rocks, probably at the bottom there. I made an underwater hammock between those two rocks, and I'm just
Like right here. Am I hearing you correctly? Or somewhere else? Right here.
to the south. South, to your left. Yep, those two rocks there.
All right. So you're sleeping. So you're sleeping in like one of those floaties in the pool. So part of your body's underneath the water, part of it's up here. You're like,
That sounds comfortable, yes.
okay, all right, cool. All right, so let me do this here. All right. And what's going on with the watches type of thing? Tell me about watches. How are you doing that? Are you doing that?
I want to take the darkest watch. So
Okay.
so from about 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock is where
Okay.
I'll do the watch.
I'll probably take like the first watch.
Is it
Okay. The moon is out tonight, so it's fairly bright, but it's still considered dim light.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, but what? Okay, so just tell me the watches 1, 2, 3, and 4.
One.
1. Okay.
I'll do 2.
2, 3.
Oh, no, 4. Yeah, I'll do 4.
I'm sleeping.
All right.
I'm just a kid. I need my rest.
Me and Barney got you.
You had a lot of responsibility thrust on your young shoulders.
Yeah, he needs their sleep.
Captain, in the middle of the night. Sir.
Yes,
Sir, I don't mean to disturb you, but something is chewing on the boat.
Is it you? Are you chewing on it again?
No,
Again.
no, I'm not chewing on the boat, but something
Not this time.
is going. Up on the front side of the boat. And you stop for just a second, and you can kind of hear what he's talking about. It sounds like scratching. He said chewing, but it's just, it's like, it's something like that.
Okay. I'll go look at the. I'll be like, all right, let's go check it out. And me and him will
All right.
walk up to the.
Okay. So you walk up to the front of the boat, and you can't see anything. You are
Third watch.
third watch. Roll perception with disadvantage, just in case.
Okay, the natural 20 doesn't count. Oh, what the hell? That's roll 2. What is that? Oh, no, it's upside down. So natural 20 doesn't count, but I didn't do too bad on that. 14 plus 2.
So, yeah, that's given all the other conditions, probably not going to be very good. Yeah, you still hear, you can't locate where it's coming from here.
To be disadvantaged.
You put your hand on the edge
Mess it up.
of the boat, and yeah, you know how when there's like something's buzzing or something like that, you can kind of feel it. You can kind of feel, this is your boat. You can kind of feel something is like.
I'll be like, okay, give me that, like javelin, and I'll kind of pick up a javelin that was lying down,
Okay.
and I'll throw it into the water and cast Shining Smite.
Okay. Shining Smite.
Yep.
I don't know this one. Tell me.
It's just basically whatever you hit takes the radiant damage, And until the spell ends, it sheds a bright light in a 5-foot radius. All attack rolls against have advantage, and it can't benefit from the invisible condition.
So, this is weird that this is what's happening. I just have to be perfectly honest. Okay, so you do that, and the light gets down there, and it looks like it may have hit something, but whatever it hit just skitters out of the way, and you see nothing. But you saw something move, and whatever it was doing something to that part of the bow that he was talking about.
Oh. I guess I'll go wake him up, wherever he is.
Right, so he's over on a between two rocks.
Yep.
With a pina colada of some sort. Or what is that?
Mai Tai.
Oh, this is a Mai Tai. Okay. It's a U-Tai. Mai Tai. Okay. So he wakes you up. I will let you two commence.
Hey, fish stick, wake up. I need you to go down there. Like I'll be like, I need you to go down there and check out Ratchet.
Oh.
Yes. I'll just kind of like motion him to the edge of the thing and be like, come on, get in the water.
I'm like, okay. I didn't quite understand, but he wants me to go down there.
Okay.
I hop in.
So you hop in. And about how long does it last? Well, it didn't actually hit.
Right. Technically, it would have just fizzled out then, because it's concentration up to a minute. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, all right. So, yeah, it wouldn't be enough light to be here, but you get close enough, and you're used to seeing down there. What you notice is that there's some sort of carving. That section of the keel that's underneath the water, and you hear the roll. I guess an insight or a nature. I'll let you choose. You choose which one. It doesn't make sense, but I don't know what it's to do. To be honest.
17 plus.
Sketchers.
19.
19. All right. So here's what you see. The top of it seems to have some sort of, it looks like a protruding mouth, and some eyes have been
I wasn't supposed to work that day.
carved out. But the bottom of it looks familiar. It reminds you of
Go barefoot. Get those
Merfolk.
Okay, so the top is, like
It's like a maw. You know what it reminds? Roll a history check.
They would come back to their natural state.
Yeah.
8.
You
Actually, hold on. I'll use my skill here.
okay.
9.
Yeah, it unfortunately, it looks like it's some kind of animal, but you're not familiar with what animal it might be. But it looks like a mouth with eyes and the bottom of a merfolk person.
It looks delicious. That's what it looks like.
Okay, so I'll
Looks like our next meal.
I'll use Presty and create a non-magical trinket in that shape,
Okay.
and then come show the captain.
Okay. He brings up this weird thing to you and shows it to you. Roll an insight check.
Did you bring back
You want to?
javelin?
So give me a second. So give me a moment, and then I take his minutes. I'll cast comprehend languages, and I'll do this.
Did you find my javelin? Oh, goddamn. Did you even look?
I'll tell him.
I'm some sort of wood.
I'll tell Crystal, hey, go wake up the others. This might be something important.
So he wakes up the others, but he gives you what looks like it's like a small statue, and the top half of it reminds you of your dire wolf that you summoned, and the bottom half of it looks like a merfolk.
A sea dog.
Oh.
Wow. That's what a nice gift. Thank you.
I squint my eyes, and I say, and I go, boom, boom, boom.
You want to roll with insight?
Okay.
11. Really?
When I see he still doesn't get it, I'm like, and then I, do the gestures and I cast tongues.
Okay.
And I say, I've been trying to tell you, you sent me down there to see what was scratching on home. I found a shape. It looked like what I've given you. You did not tell me to find the javelin, so I did not look. And I know I am not going to go look for it now. Got everything down there.
There's some real.
Well, I mean, you want me to jump in and look as well?
E and then
You don't have to look. I've bought you exactly what you were needing.
Well, where are they? What did they do to my ship?
They scratched
They scratched at my ship.
the symbol. They drew it. This symbol I've given you.
This is the symbol?
That is the symbol.
I thought you said this is what they look like.
That is what that is what they be doing.
What is all the ruckus down there? What's going on? We're trying to sleep up here.
I am trying to explain to the captain that there is something that has scratched a symbol in the side of the ship, and I am showing him what it was, but he has no understanding.
And by now, the two of you have aroused from your sleep. You can choose whether to go back to sleep or join the others.
Is it still down there? What's it doing?
What is what doing?
The scratching thing.
It is already scratched, as far as I'm aware.
It's not attacking?
No, I do not believe so.
I don't know. Is it really worth waking us all up? I'm just saying, like.
You hear the conversation. It's your choice. Nobody's waking you up.
I want to take my gem.
Okay.
I think I can. Maybe you know it better than I do, or I can read. I want to take my gem and make my homunculus servant.
Okay.
Make it like a flying fish.
Okay.
Throw it in the water so it can go.
Okay.
And then fly back up to me, and I'll catch it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what it is that's down there.
Okay. And so, tell me how it works.
It's just a spell.
Okay.
And I can make it look like anything I want.
Okay.
It takes my gem, and then if it dies, the gem is its heart. Like if it died down in the water, I would lose the gem.
All right.
But if it comes back up and I dismiss it, I get the gem back.
So tell me what you want it to do.
I want it to go down there and kind of give me eyes on what it is down there.
And you see through its eyes. Is that what happens?
I didn't know if you knew that. I'm about to read.
Okay. I don't know for sure.
Let me see.
Does it act like the find familiar spell?
Is he on the phone?
Yeah.
I got you.
He's probably out.
Probably knows offhand. He's played a homunculus servant. Spell. No, it's not spell. It's features and traits. Confuse items.
Oh, yeah, it's a servant.
Where is it?
You see it? You know what? Let's just do this. keep it going. We'll just use the cards to see if you can see through it for now, and you can look it up later. Sound good?
Hey, can I see through the eyes of a homunculus servant? Do you know offhand?
Roll a d4. Oh, no, that's from last night. That was on top of last night. Here you go. Unfortunately, you can't right now, unless you can find it real quick. But you can send it down there if you like.
Sorry, I should have read before I brought it up.
So this is from the artificer that you get this. It's a feature.
I can have my steel defender and a homunculus, but both use my bonus action as their action, so they really counter each other.
Well, yeah, possibly. All right, so can you see through Varing's eyes? Tell me that.
I don't forget it. I don't know.
All right. So I drew a card and it just said so for now you can't see through it. If you happen to find it and that changes, we'll roll with it.
It looks like you can cast spells through it though.
Yeah, it's like it's a telepathic bond, but I don't see that I can see through it.
All right, so he goes down there and it says, and it tells you, there was something. There's something here. What do you want to know?
What was it? What's it doing?
Oh, the thing is not here. There's a carving on the heel.
Is your servant like Igor?
Igor?
Yeah.
Is he intelligent? I haven't had a chance. I didn't know I had to make a personality. So it's like, no. Okay, so her personality. Okay, so I think you want me to so there's a thing on there. What do you want to know?
So it's gone.
So whatever. So there was something that made it. The thing is gone. I don't see the thing that made it. The thing that made it is gone. But the thing that was made is still here.
So yes, I can communicate telepathically.
Okay, go.
So it's gone.
So whatever it was that made it's gone.
It's got intelligence of 10. Igor is really smart,
but he just can't speak really fast.
All right.
He just speaks too fast for it.
I'm going to dismiss him and get my gem back.
Okay.
Put it in my pouch.
Are you sure? I'm out now. I'm ready to go.
Get back in your Pokeball. Let's go.
All right. So you missed that version of him, and he's gone. What would you like to do?
Go back to sleep, I guess.
Okay. How about it? All right. The rest of the evening is pretty much uneventful. That's the only thing that happens overnight. You begin working on your stuff. You begin repairing the boat. More languages.
I'm going to swim down. Take another look at the bottom of the boat to see if there's any other carvings.
No other carvings on the boat. But over the rest of the night, more details were added. It now looks like the perfect bottom half of a merfolk, and it reminds you of, you've seen him, that you remember it now. You've seen his dire wolf. The top half looks like his dire wolf. Okay.
I will ritually cast detect magic.
Where?
In front of the
symbol.
The symbol.
In front of it? No magic on it. No.
Oh, then I shrug and I'm like, all right, well, okay. And I go back to my hammock.
And as you're headed back, you see a fairly large creature headed towards you all.
I'm like,
Is it that turtle thing again?
Is it that turtle thing again?
Roll perception.
Not great. That is a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you're struggling to actually see it.
Then I will just head to inform the crew.
I rolled a 17.
Hello.
Okay. So you go.
And I'm pointing to the direction of the large creature.
And you look at it, and you can see the water is being disturbed from just underneath the water line. You know, that trail that it leads, and it's headed towards land.
Not headed towards that.
You're the only land in sight.
And we can't tell if it's I rolled a 17.
Not the rocks.
You rolled 17?
Yeah.
You can't see it. It doesn't, no. It's under, whatever it is completely submerged.
Oh, okay. Does it appear to be slowing?
Nope.
I will. How far away is it?
It was pretty far away. You noticed it out of the corner of your eye, and you're just used to looking for stuff like that, so you didn't get a good look at it. He was just moving fairly quickly. So whatever you want to do,
I'll hop in the water.
Okay. And by this time, it's fairly close. It's got 5 heads.
Oh, it's not a dragon.
No, for me.
Does it matter?
I mean,
No.
Are you still wanting to make love
Not
to
a
the
little.
dragon?
Not a little.
there's the path
6.
dragon in the game that is.
Can I roll nature to see if I recognize it?
Absolutely.
Come on, roll it.
Oh, that's all.
It seems terrible.
Right.
13.
You've heard of creatures like this that have multiple heads. A name for them?
Do I? The stories I heard, they were that these things are dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Then I informed the captain.
I feel like most Kuotoa stories are this big.
I will cast tongues and say, "We need to leave." Right?
What do you mean leave?
That is a good large. Come back.
Yeah, what he said. We need to go.
I've probably fought a million, whatever the hell
Do you think your ship can outrun it?
Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
I don't. Is the ship? Can I tell if the ship is even seaworthy?
If you take the ship out now, it could sink permanently.
I'm not willing to risk it. We're gonna have to stand our ground and discourage it.
Then
Take it around to where opposite side of where it's coming, so it's not so strong.
I will grab a rope, like from the ship, tie it to the ship on one end, try and tie it to an island, like wrap it around kind of like big out rock cropping, and I'll be like, scoreboard, but I need some wind, and basically drop the sails. What I want to try and do is just pivot the ship around the other side of the rock.
I'll cast Gust of Wind and do that.
Okay, so you're going to try and move the ship so that it doesn't take a head-on hit.
Right.
Gotcha, very good. And you're good enough at navigating that. We can move it there, and let me just do this. So this is what you're trying to do, correct? What I'm doing right here.
Yes.
Because over here, all of a sudden you see heads starting to pop up above the water. Lucky, Krethel, and the other 2 pirates, and Bjorn are on there. Now, it sits low enough in the water And unfortunately, that means that the harpoon launchers will not be able to be used. Whatever's headed this way, it will be you all taking care of it. So that's what you two did for your one round. Lucky, what are you doing now as you see 5 heads swimming towards you?
I'm going to get into a good vantage point with my crossbow.
Okay, so define good.
Just like close to the side of the ship, but enough where I have like maybe half cover.
Okay, so you're going to try and get cover by the ship. So what you can do, I'll tell you what, this is what we'll do. You were doing gust of wind. Do you want to be in the water or on the bottom level of rocks?
Be on the bottom level. Put me in the water.
In the water. Gotcha. Cool. So Lucky, where did you go? Lucky? Oh, okay. Oh, so you're moving up to the side of the ship. I see. So from there, with that, you have half cover. That's absolutely acceptable. Cryle, what are you doing?
I would like to stay on that rock.
Okay.
Just try to seek cover.
From there, you could actually get off a shot this round, if you would like.
I just want to ready it. I want to see what this is going to do because I don't want to lure it to us. Like, maybe.
It's headed to you.
Okay, so it is definitely coming towards us.
At least 3 heads are staring at you.
Okay. Then it's like dinner. Then I'm gonna, I'll try with my crossbow to hit it.
Okay, go ahead.
One of the hits. Oh, that's 20. 28.
Whatever you did, I don't know if that worked.
Right in the eye.
Okay.
Right, ow.
Right between the eyes.
So they can say Hunter's Market?
Yeah, it's to do that.
For the second shot, can I Hunter's Market?
Yeah, you can do it in between, sure.
Right. So for the first damage, I get 6. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark him for the second shot.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Say what?
A 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
So that'll be.
Your 6, was that doubled? Since it was a crit?
Yeah.
You rolled 2 1s, huh?
What did I roll? Let me just go back.
Does it show
For
that?
the 6, I rolled. Oh. And for the second hit, I roll 8, 9, 12 for the second roll.
Okay.
For this one, it says I rolled 2 plus 1 plus 3.
Okay, 2 plus 1 plus 3.
For the first hit.
Alright, so 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 3, that's 6. So another 6. Alright, gotcha. And did you add in the 6?
That's unlucky.
Alright. So,
I'm sending it.
Great, excuse me. Great, go ahead.
First, I'm gonna shoot twice. First is a 14.
Okay, so mark it up.
Second is a 15.
14 and a 15, you say. Okay.
Does that hit?
The 15 hits, the 14 does not. You're adding in your bonus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the 15
I go
hits.
pretty low. 13 damage.
You mix, okay? Would you? Oh, you got okay. Okay. One of the heads goes down.
You say, get rid of
Good.
This is going to be more complicated than what I thought.
These heads going to be ones that revive themselves.
Fair enough. That's fine. Yeah, you call me.
Okay.
You can't ignore him.
So, everybody roll initiative
She can't just. I mean, if she wants to be in the
as he makes his way to land
wander off, leaving downstairs by himself, ready to TV.
and begins coming
Be fine.
on him. Did anybody roll over 20?
I rolled a 23.
Okay.
What are we rolling?
Initiative.
Good job.
That's pretty common with wizard type builds.
Harder,
Low initiative.
you get some count to more head about
Because it's usually based off that
stuff that's left over. I'm probably gonna take a little bit, but I'm also gonna add in.
Charlie, initiative.
Don't get something.
Okay.
That's kind of.
So, did anybody roll over 20? You rolled a 23.
I did. Well,
15 to 20. 15. Okay. You roll that, Charlie? 12. Okay. Ava rolled 10 to 15. And you rolled a 13?
12.
12.
So he'll go, then me,
Okay.
then choose.
Huh? That one?
This one?
Yeah. 5. And then you are number 6, my friend. Alright. So who's number 1? Alright. Captain. And I will let you choose. Kreppel can go after you guys, or he can go with he can go after you, or he can go with the guy.
I'll throw my the regular harpoon that I had. Oh wait, no, like the thing is now visible, right? So
Yeah.
the harpoon launcher could.
No, the problem. So let's see if it's over the taller than the island that you're hitting behind.
Gotcha.
That's the question.
Okay.
I don't think you could, no matter what.
Yeah. Let's just see here. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's a 1 there.
I'll toss him the harpoon that I had, that I had with like the rope, basically that I just took off of whatever that thing was. Yeah, and I'll be like, make sure that thing doesn't get anywhere near my ship, and then I'll. Yes, sir.
Right here.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna jump. To run jump.
Okay. And you can easily make it there. You can actually make it to it and begin attack.
Yeah, and I will. Yeah, I'll just attack it. Does it 12 hit?
No, it does not.
What's your weapon?
Remember, you have 2.
Elbow. Hand axe. I dual wield hand axe. Oh, and then bonus action. Hand axe.
You have 2 attacks and then a bonus action.
That one was a 22 to hit.
That 22 hits.
For 11 damage.
11. Okay. Okay, so number 2. Who would that be? Lucky.
All right. I'm gonna pull out.
Attacker tonight.
I'm gonna pull out a torch and I'm gonna light it real quick, even if that takes my actions.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna set that next to me, and I'm gonna every time I fire an arrow, I'm gonna dip my arrow and then light it on fire.
Sounds like a plan. Got it. Cool. All right. Number 3.
I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna swim up around behind it to get a better. What does it look like underneath the water?
It's legs. It's got legs, feet. Like you're right here hidden amongst like in between the rocks. Then that'll be fine. You can be like right there.
I didn't even see that gap.
Yeah, there's a tiny little gap. You want to come out around?
Yeah.
Alright, so you can, in that case, you can only make it about there. From underwater, it has webbed feet, and that's what you see.
So the Baba Yaga from from the legends. Okay. How many days? So we had 4 days to repair a ship. How many days has it been? 3?
No. You just started repairing. Today is day 1. No, today is day 2 of the full repair.
All right, I'll bring up tentacle action.
Okay.
In front of it.
Okay. Okay, so you put your tentacle right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tentacle will take a swipe.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
It hits.
A 4 damage. Cold.
Okay.
4 cold.
Okay. Oops. Gotcha. Cool.
And for my action, I will. It's heading now above.
Yeah. It's after start coming on there. You see its back moved in the water.
We are in so much trouble. If I can distract this thing. For now, I'm just gonna fire a sorcerer's burst at it.
Okay.
That is a soft 20.
Okay. That hits.
Okay. Oh, that's 2. I'm not level 4. 14 points of cold.
Okay. And another one of its heads die. Number 4. That would be crime.
I'm going to shoot it again. 22 to hit.
And you can shoot twice because you have the expert.
8 damage for the first.
Okay.
Is that what the piece is?
Yeah, I'm sucking at my rolls.
And the second one?
16 hit?
16?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Rolls are sucking. So, a total of 5 DMP for the second.
Okay, 5 damage on the second one. All right. So, 3 of its heads are still moving, and where the 2 heads are that you got rid of, 2 grow in place of each one of those. And it begins attacking.
Like 2 each, or
2 each.
Oh!
For each head, for each head you got rid of, 2 more grow in its place. So, let's do this methodically. We got Bjorn, we got Barney, we got the tentacle, all in range. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks.
they immediately regenerate an attack on that turn? They immediately regenerate on that turn.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 on the tentacle. 1 on Bjorn. 2 on Bjorn. 2 on the tentacle. 3 on the tentacle. 3 on Bjorn. And 1 on Barney. So here we go. The 3 on the tentacle. What's the tentacle's armor class?
It doesn't have one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it pretty much gets rid of it. How many hit points does it have? So it's an illusion?
It's like spiritual weapon.
So it's spiritual weapon. So it attacks it and does no damage to it, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, gotcha. Alright, so that distraction would appear to have worked. We'll see how long it works. Alright, so now the one on Barney. 9 plus 6, I believe, 15. Let me check and make sure. No, it's supposed to say 17. Does 17 hit?
Yeah.
That's 10 points of damage to Barney. And now they have 3 attacks on Bjorn here. Hold on, where's Gretel? Gretel would have been right here.
Hi, Mom.
Gretel actually, he was here for a while, but instead he moves on up to here when he sees you hit. You only get hit. Oh wait, 19, does that hit?
Yes.
So that's 2 hits, 20 points total. But Gretel moves up here, he's got that harpoon, and he takes an attack at it. Actually hits it, okay? So we'll just randomly do 8. Cool. Oh, and now we are to you.
Does a homunculus servant give extra spell, or you can just cast?
You can cast through it, as long as it's a touch spell.
Okay.
So like shocking grasp or something.
So, okay, first I'm going to blast it again twice.
Anyways.
I'm not going to shoot in the head. I'm going to shoot it in the chest, if that matters, not a head. Take a few more shots.
Okay. 14, neither one of those hits. Alright, and now
My army is going to. How big is Barney compared to him?
but he's too big for Barney to actually grapple it. He's 2 sizes larger.
Reverse grapple.
Yeah, he's just going to do his normal attack.
Okay.
Force, our grin,
Okay.
plus 12. That's what it is. And then Barney is going to next to me. I want to make sure he's next to me.
You're here, and he's here. Okay.
That's it from me.
Alright. So we are back at the top. So it is back to you.
I'll continue attacking. For 27 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
He's going to show up. He's going to have like 100 heads. Somebody else is going to be like, who are the idiots that kept shooting all them heads off?
We can cauterize.
14 hit.
14? No, just not.
Okay, so just 20 damage.
20 damage. Gotcha. Alright. Number 2, that is whom?
Lucky.
Lucky. What'd you like to do?
So I've got my torch right there. I'm going to take my longbow and I'm going to dip each arrow I fire.
So 2 arrows, got
2
you.
arrows. So first
You can
arrow,
add a d4 each time. We'll just do that. I ain't gonna be painted.
first hit. It does a 19 hit.
That does.
Second arrow. Oh, that's a 18.
Alright, those both hit. So that's 2d6 and 2d4 plus your dexterity modifier twice.
That's a longbow. Should it be D8? All right. That's going to be 23 points of damage total.
Alright, and one of the hits dies.
Yes. The new heads.
So we're sitting at 6 heads now.
There was fire damage. So
There were 7 heads to begin with. There were 7 heads that attacked the last time.
since there was fire damage, does it cartelize the head?
Won't know until it's his turn. Till it's his turn. Number 3, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. One of the heads dies. I'm gonna fire a sorcerer's burst, but move it to fire this time
Okay.
to another.
Okay.
is another 17.
17, got it. That hits.
That is not a whole lot, but it is 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. Gotcha. Alright. And that's the tentacle. No, that's you. What about the tentacle?
The tentacle, yeesh. I'm not gonna have the tentacle attack.
Okay.
It only does cold.
Alright. Mr. Four, number 4.
Alright, so I am a point escape page from Jason's book, and I'm going to shoot his butt.
Okay.
So, 14 does not hit, correct?
Now.
And a dirty 20.
Okay. Gonna hit.
13 damage.
Okay, got it. Alright, so you are number 4. So, very unexpectedly, 2 heads still grow in the place of the one that disappeared. Now there are 8 heads attacking, and we have 4 people up there. So here we go. I'll use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 on the tentacle. 1 on Kreppel. 2 on Kreppel. 3 on Kreppel. 2 on the tentacle. 4 on Kreppel.
Crackle's dying.
5 on Kreppel.
Crackle, no!
And that would be 7, so that's now 3 on the tentacle, and the last one. And 1 on you. Alright, so the 3 on the tentacle do nothing. Here goes the 5 of them on Crepper. 2 hits so far. 3 hits for 20 points of damage. Take that. And as Crepper is taking all that damage, he sticks his shield out in front of you. And blocks the head that was about ready to hit you with his shield.
That protection.
And then he attacks. And hits for 8 damage, which is enough that he kills one of the heads that just formed. Alright? Number 6.
Is that me?
Yep.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
I hope that it gets just the extra thing.
Gets him. Yep, that's easy enough. Dex saving throw for him. He fails. What color is his Fairy Fire? Purple.
I always think Fairy Fire is purple.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it used to be purple or turquoise.
And then I'm going to let Barney do the force for him thing again.
Okay.
He rolls a 13.
Misses. Alright, we are back at the top. And did you want to move it all?
He'll come back to kind of guard me.
So you want him to move on?
Now, what's the range on this guy? Can we tell?
It's attacking right up next to that. No, it actually can reach pretty far out.
I'm worried if it's going to hit me.
The heads have been staying fairly close. You're at the edge at the very least. It may or may not be able to actually get you.
And he won't risk an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Just where he's at.
So now we are at number 1. Captain.
I'll try to attack.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I think he gets disadvantage.
What? Fairy fire? We have advantage against it.
He has disadvantage against you since Barney is next to him.
He already had disadvantage on that last attack.
Moving forward.
Okay. A 20 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
And that will be 10 slashing damage. And I'll use Searing Smite on it.
Okay.
So it takes an additional 5 fire damage and is engulfed.
Did you do 2? Oh no, you used Searing Smite. 5.
Let's get him all.
Alright. Does he get a save to not be engulfed or no?
At the end of his turn, he
Gotcha.
can make a con save.
Got you. Number 2.
Oh, sorry, I got one more.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead. That's right, by them making you.
18 to hit, so another 6 damage.
Alright. Alright. Number 2, Lucky, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna line up 2 more arrows, and I'm gonna aim for the body too.
Alright, go ahead.
All right, first shot. Ooh, was a 12 hit.
No, it does not.
Okay. Yeah. That's a 10. That's a miss too.
Alright. 2 misses. Alright, number 3.
Did you do advantage?
Oh wait, I have.
Okay, go ahead. Roll with advantage.
Hold on, let me do both of them. Oh, that's a crit.
Alright, so roll your damage.
All right, hold on. Do the second one. Okay, does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Good call, Nate. Good call.
Thank you.
Are you sneak attacking? You have advantage, and you can do it with a range attack.
Yeah. So I get. Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna sneak attack. So that's. Hold on. Okay, that's gonna be 32 points of damage.
May have your second attack.
No, I already did. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Points.
And the body goes down this time, and all of the heads with it. This was a second version, in case you didn't realize that. Yes, you now have these 5 heads and this huge body. You can
Eat it.
alt D
Oh, no?
and go back to alt E.
We're gonna be working. I'll help you.
I definitely want to harvest some.
Alright.
I would like to harvest.
Venom glands.
Does it have venom?
Does.
I didn't bite any of them.
Nobody rolled for poison.
Does it have trousers? Does it have testicles? We need to know. Oh, ew.
So let's see who gets up there first and gets the first shot to harvest. Oh.
Me?
Yep.
Wow. I'm going to try to pull out any salvageable arrows.
Okay, so you get your arrows back. I'm gonna chop one of its heads off and use it as a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Put it on the up above on the bow. Gotcha.
Like the rest of my collection.
I want to harvest its organs.
Okay.
And eat it. Hey, I'm gonna. Is it in the water or on land?
Good thing you're a fish.
Half of it's in the water, half of it's on the land. So, depending on what you get, you could use that you can use its parts to create a potion of regeneration. That's a fairly high level one. It's one of those ones that I think takes a month to brew.
Okay.
But as you get the downtime day. Do you have the Arcana or do you have Healing Kit?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm proficient in both of those.
If it's not positioned so that I can do it, I want to get everybody to drag it up on the top. I'm going to cut its belly open.
Okay. He's already started doing that. Most of what it's eaten has been fish and things like that. You do see a couple of
license plates.
Sadly, yes. Humanoid bodies, bones. You can't completely tell what each of them were, but you can tell they're bipedal.
So if I detect magic, do I see anything that might be on these humanoids? Any type of treasure?
And let's leave this to the cards. Looking for some magic. You want me to
application to send to that company.
Sorry. What do you do?
Stop. There you go.
Used to let us
Now,
I'm afraid to Google.
Do I know he's making a potion of regeneration?
Well, he just got some stuff.
Yeah, I got the stuff for it. And
I wanna regrow my leg.
it'll work. I mean, wait a month.
Okay.
It's going to come out as like a little baby leg.
You have your car?
I never know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. Because you can hold down your guys.
One little leg.
So who's got 6 then? You've got one. You got it.
But can I also check to see if it had poison glands?
1, 2, 3. So you start looking around there. No. Somebody's got number 6 somewhere.
There's only 5 of us. 3 back.
I'm 6. Oh. There we go.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
No poison glands. That is everybody, right?
Yep,
So that was just a ways into the day. But you all are welcome to continue doing your work, but that's just initially what you did.
Does it taste like snake? So I prepare it like I would rattlesnake.
Okay.
Chicken.
It's a lot of meat.
No, it does not. There's no way it tastes like chicken because
Must
the rest
be-
we use.
Probably tastes like
Probably a lot more like was it? Because we've had food before, and it's kind of slippery and like just
Rubbery.
So, but see, the texture and taste, the texture of it is more fish-like when it's cooked.
tastes like a trouser snake.
The rattlesnake I had was fried.
Probably know what that's what it tastes like.
That sounds really good. Like, I feel like I've seen someone smoke a snake before.
Can he have the balls?
Yeah,
With that is
anyway,
I'm agreeing with like
Yeah. I think he's
two big trouser snakes.
trying to make that sounds really good.
sounds really
I think
Nobody knows what they can't see me anywhere.
oh no. I will make sure
He's licking his lips right now.
So,
he's actually married and has kids, just so everybody knows.
so
yeah.
for the rest of the day, you're going to continue that. You're doing what you can to prepare this stuff.
Okay. Oh, do I also get my arrows back?
Absolutely. No, yours get destroyed by the snake.
I'm just kidding.
Look, there's more arrows. No, dipping them in the fire destroys them, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Hmm?
I'm just gonna get back on the ship and start.
This thing with the repairs?
Yeah, or assisting him with making the regeneration potion.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm going to
Okay, well, not yet. Well, then I'll just be with that.
Yes.
do a small ritual honoring the gods for this. So that like sacrifice, basically, like this hunt that I completed.
Okay. And what do you say?
Well, it's more just like kind of like honoring, like a feast type thing. So we don't really have a whole lot of food, so I'll make it do with what I got.
All right.
And a little bit of blood that of the Hydra's blood that I put in that drink.
Cool.
A little bit elf blood.
Can I approach the captain and ask him a question? Well,
No.
Your Majesty. So I heard from Sporterborg that there's something that was carved on the ship. Should we go and like sand it down? Do you want me to go down there and sand it off? Because it just to me seems like someone's marking our ship for some reason. So we should probably get rid of that marking.
Good idea.
I mean, you're more welcome to go down.
I just wanted your permission to go sand it down.
Yes, just don't sand too much.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my little cloak and some random sandpaper. Can I go down there and check?
Puncture a hole.
I give him ideas.
Roll for it.
Roll
for it. Draw the card.
Oh Lord, don't let me puncture the hole. No, staying in your fucking words.
Right, just forever stuck with like.
Portable comes and feeds me occasionally. I'm just like, I've done it.
Yeah, give me just a second here. We're doing this.
As long as you don't go down there telling me that my ship is somehow not a seaworthy vessel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, totally gonna do that.
So you are down there and you start sanding away.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Yeah.
There you go.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
You take 10 points of damage from one of the teeth on this thing. As you're moving your hand, you're being careful, but you seem to your hand just goes across the teeth. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Only an elf would get attacked by a painting.
11.
My ship does bite.
So I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Constitution
You're
save.
fine, you're fine.
Okay.
10 points of damage.
Got it.
Right.
I'm going to continue, but just be more careful this time.
So you're watching, you're being very careful.
Being very careful. Yeah.
One of the fins, you just bump your arm into one of the fins. You've got a cut now from one of the fins. You take 10 points of damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Dang it.
I don't know how much more health you got.
I know, right? Oh, shoot. 6.
Did you finish your long rest?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right, then 6. All right. So you feel weaker.
Okay.
Your total hit points is reduced by 10.
Okay. So, really, then that's like it got me 20 in, right?
You're down 20 hit points.
So, okay.
But 10 of them won't come back.
So your max you can have is 36.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can do like max HP modifier.
Oh, okay.
But 36.
Gotcha. At this point, how much have I sanded away? If any?
Not very much at all. You've just been you just really got started.
Okay, I don't know what I do. Can I go up to the surface and see if I can enlist maybe Barney's help? I
Alright.
want to.
You want to ask him for Barney's help? All right, I'll let you go up and talk to him.
Minus.
Drake. Cryle comes and she has a dilemma she would like to discuss with you. She comes up to you.
Looks like
Oh. That's this one.
okay, there we go.
On mine, it's different. Like,
Yes. How can I be of service?
So, I'm hurt. First off, I don't feel good.
You're hurt.
Yes, so maybe it helps us out with that. Also, there's this carving on the ship, and
14 points here.
so
you still
But you can only get 10 of them back. You're down 20,
right.
but 10 of them you're gonna get back.
So I can,
Is the max you
but I
get
can
back.
still hear since I already accounted for
You
that.
go,
Still do the.
you heal up to 36, so you just go like that, and then now you're at 36.
So your normal full hit points is 46.
Right.
Now you're down to 36 is your total.
Right.
Okay. So there you go.
So here's the deal. There's this carving on the ship, and I just feel like it's
Oh, could you?
bad juju, yes, and that it might be making us a target for something. And going down there, I tried to sand it off, and I'm getting hurt doing it. I don't know why, but maybe Barney or something else can go down there and sand it down, because I just feel like there's something about it. I wanted to know your thoughts, right?
What hurt you?
The carving.
Carving hurt you.
Yes, when I was sanding it, like a tooth hit me, and then the fin hit me as I was sanding it. I mean, I know I'm lucky, like I know, but like, come on, the carving hurt me. It just seems like there's something going on there, and I don't understand. And you seem like really smart, so
You seem like a little smart.
like you seem like you could really handle this, Drake.
Let's go check it out.
Thanks.
So I'm going to get on Barney. I'm going to cast my homunculus servant again,
Okay.
the fish,
Mhm.
and go down. And while I'm watching from a distance,
Mhm.
I'm going to get the fish to swim over there, and I'm going to cast mending on it through the fish, because I can cast spells through the homunculus servant, and see what happens.
It's not damaged per se.
Oh, I thought it was a scratch. I was thinking technically a scratch is damage. I was gonna, but
Okay.
that won't work. That won't work.
So
nothing happens.
So you're trying to return it to the way it looked before? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just to kind of as an experiment. But I mean, it's no big deal if it's. I thought it was scratched in there somehow.
And you think Barney's doing this?
No. The little fish.
All right. How many hit points does it have?
Not much. Like I think it's like 1 plus. It's got 5 hit points.
As it's swimming around, it accidentally goes up against one of the teeth and kind of impales itself on one of the teeth. It's almost as if, it's weird as you look at it, it's like the mouth bit it, but the mouth didn't even really move.
Did you see that?
Is there a mouth?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a wolf's
see-
mouth. There's a wolf's mouth.
Oh, okay.
It's like half wolf, half mermaid. Did you see that, Drake? See, I told you I'm not crazy.
What's the total size of this carving?
It runs from like just underneath the water all the way down to the bottom, so that the very bottom tail fin just barely, if it could, stick over the side. It could, but the shape obviously won't allow
I
it.
thought it was a small symbol.
No, it's
I
this thing is
misunderstood. I thought it
huge.
was like a small, like a cult logo or something. Okay.
No.
So I'm gonna get Barney to go over
Mhm.
and very delicately. I want my jewel back off that fish.
Right.
If it's dead,
Yeah.
I don't want to lose that jewel.
Yeah, no, you got the
It
jewel.
might be kind of hard to find one of those
Yeah.
again. He's gonna come back over and detect magic.
Hmm?
That's detect magic.
No magic.
Maybe we could just put a piece of wood over it. Mask it.
Got any duct tape?
What's duct tape? I'm sorry, I'm just a girl. What's
I
that?
don't really know what that is.
Wow, cooking must be really good.
What about
Larry thinks pretty lowly of you. Really don't know
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't know. I'm gonna go fix the ship.
So he's just like, I'm gonna fix the ship.
Okay,
Well, I've tried.
that was fun.
Honestly, the rest of the day is pretty much uneventful. Is everybody kind of sleeping in the same place?
I will.
Yeah, I will too. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm going to just assume the same sort of watches. All right. Who is the second watch? There we go.
Again?
I want to make your dude stand.
I won't even go in on that. You're standing there, you're watching, and you hear a bang, and you turn around just in time to see the rear harpoon launcher fall to pieces, and it looks like there's something standing there for just a moment, and then it just sort of disappears.
Wow. Was it something like a big something?
This was very, very big. This thing was huge, as in size of this room huge.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, Crystal, wake up everyone for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so Crystal goes and
And then
wakes
I'll
everybody up.
summon my dire wolf.
The captain wants you. The captain wants you. The captain wants you. And the captain wants you.
Drizzle. Okay.
Don't blame the messenger. Okay. You have been awakened.
Nice.
Yes, Captain.
Something just destroyed my dang harpoon launcher.
Did you lose the harpoon?
Now, is there anything salvageable from this destroyed harpoon launcher?
Oddly enough, there's nothing salvageable, but you remember that piece of wood that I brought in last week? There is something exactly like that laying down next to it, and it has this piece of very elastic material there, and you think that you could mount this into there and it would work like a very simple version of a trebuchet or some other sort of thing like that.
Interesting.
Okay, it's comprehend languages. So you can understand what it said. Tongues. They say, I will go look. Was it here?
Can I investigate to see if there's any like footprints, like or water coming from up the side of the ship, or
Yeah. You know what? Roll investigation, just to see.
a one?
It's yeah. Maybe it's the the moon's starting to get a little bit darker.
Maybe it's me.
I'll hop in.
Okay, so you hop into the water. You do not see anything down in the water.
Okay. I come back up, and I come. I don't see anything. It all seems. Have you been drinking?
Drinking enough for this happen?
Yes.
I did drink that hydrant blood, so that was probably.
Yeah, it was probably pretty high octane. With some high octane stuff.
I say, request permission to go back to my hammock.
Yeah. Can I see if my direwolf familiar can smell anything? Besides,
Go ahead and roll. Normally he smells with advantage. Roll just normally.
thing. That would be a what type of?
It's a perception. But it's with smell. So normally you would roll it with advantage, but I'm making you roll with disadvantage, which is just a normal roll.
Gotcha. It's just a plus one. 6.
Okay. All right. So he doesn't notice anything. You go back to your hammock. Anybody else? All right.
I'm gonna put Barney out, kind of up at the top, watching over, and I'm still gonna stay under him.
Okay.
So he's like gonna be. I'm saying, hey, dude, watch the boat, and
Like in the crow's nest?
no, up on the rock. But
Give me a perception for Barney. Just have. I just need Barney to roll a perception real quick.
6 plus I don't know what. Oh wait, passive perception is 16.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
He's got so he's just got a passive. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Good. I just needed something so that I can do the rest.
Dark vision out to 60 feet.
All right, cool. All right. Other than that, good.
Yeah, and if he sees anything at all, disturbance in the water, he's gonna wake me up quietly.
Goes back to the watch. Third watch. Who's third watch? Third watch. Where are you doing your watch from?
Around. So I'm a patrol during my watch.
E, and then Alt T.
So from where the ship is, the rock area, so I'll swim from the tip of the triangle around that rock all the way around. Like I'll do a patrol that way. To the other side of the ship too. Yep, just like that.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception. Okay, that is pretty good. That is a soft 20.
Okay. You notice that his craft starts moving toward the ship, to head down to where he is, and as he begins to move, you see why. You think you see rocks this big, kind of floating, and you watch as one of those rocks lands on the deck.
They're floating in the air. Now,
In the air.
Oh.
And then another one rock that big, not that big, floats over towards and sits down. You watch this 2 or 3 times, and slowly but surely, you begin to see a huge outline of something vaguely human that appears to be carrying rocks to the ship and putting them on the ship.
Okay, vaguely human. So no wolf hand.
No wolf head.
I will make my way to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what these rocks are.
Okay. So you go to the ship and you begin looking at them. Stay right there for a second. Barney comes down and you work with him telepathically. You can communicate with him telepathically, or no?
I don't know.
I think it has to be a physical awake sound.
So he wakes you up, but can you communicate with him? That's what I need to know. Can he communicate with you?
I think so.
All right, he wakes you up. That's the long and short of it.
Okay.
All right, you go upstairs. You see Sklortleblorp is over there looking at this thing, and what is it you're looking for?
So the rocks were floating, and now they're just sitting.
Yeah.
That's new.
In a small, just like a nice small stack.
Pick it up.
The rocks?
Yeah, one of the rocks. Like, how big are the rocks? Are they like little?
Watermelon size.
You can pick them up, but what's your strength?
10.
Yeah, you can't pick them up.
Can I roll it over? Like
you could roll it over. Yes.
And they're just rocks.
They're just rocks. And you watch as another rock comes over there, and it sort of sits down, and then what's your armor class?
15.
16. Something hits you, and you see it's a very big hand, and it just knocks you back. You're prone, and you take 1 point of damage.
I want to cast Fairy Fire on that big thing.
Okay, so you see this huge, giant-like human, and it kind of looks at you, and then it just sort of you watch as it would seem to disappear, but what happens instead is the boat begins to glow with fairy fire. What'd you do?
Everyone wakes up. Oh, what the hell, man?
Right. It's like you live next to some after-hours joint.
Turn the goddamn.
Did one of them do a thing? Oh. I keep watching for them do it. I'll take care of it.
Can we do a little intermission?
We can do it, yeah. You all need to think, I can tell. Just do Alt B. Oh.
Was it like the thing kind of melded into the boat, or? was pissed that he didn't. He thought, I'm gonna tell on you, man. You're being mean to me. He's like, get out of here.
Wow.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I want to market myself, sell my house. So the entity
Okay.
has incorporated itself into the boat. Is what I assume. I'm not strong enough to move the rocks, so I just kind of looked to the captain and like, I am at a loss. It is.
Did you use your tongue spell?
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
I refresh on the short rest.
Okay, cool.
And I say, but it is not attacking us. So I am going back to bed.
And when you go back to bed, what you can see is that the actual fairy fire is coming from that mermaid wolf thing.
I say, huh.
Okay. The rest of the evening passes.
I did. You know, they saw me trying to lift the rocks, and I couldn't.
So, Lucky, you see these things happening. These to the boat. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna stealth and just be as observant as possible, just see if I can get any kind of information.
All right. Where do you want to stealth to? Just give me an idea.
Just like somewhere where there's like a bunch of like barrels and buckets, just to kind of kind of like peek my head over.
Roll investigation.
Okay, let's see. All right, that's gonna be 15 for investigation.
Right. In amongst the barrels, you find it's pretty small. That must be the only way that the captain and Kreppel and them had not already found them. But you find the tiniest. Well, I'd say actually, it's not tiny. It's about this big. But it's got some kind of rune on it.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up and look at it.
Okay, so you're looking at it. Roll. Let's just go ahead and roll insight. Insight worked good for me.
That's gonna be 21 for insight.
The best you can tell, the rune is of a dwarven nature, but several languages use dwarven runes to write.
I'm just gonna kind of put it in my pocket. How big is this thing? Is it just like?
I mean, it's I said small, but it's actually about this size.
Okay, I'm gonna stick it in my pocket.
You put it in your pocket. Very good. Clap. That's cool.
I don't want to get on that boat because I'm like, that boat's fishy. So I want to kind of go to some of these other rock islands and look around to see if there's anything suspicious on some of these other little rock islands.
So the thing that you notice on the other little rock islands is that there are stacks of stones about the same size as the ones that are on the boat that are kind of stacked up.
Okay, and then I want to go back to Drake and be like, hey, you know how there are the stones on the boat? They're on these little rock islands too. I'm telling you, there's something weird going on with that stupid carving that hurt me.
And it's morning.
It's morning.
We got a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to.
Did her HP thing change at all?
Yes, your hit points come back.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Just do long rest. Yeah.
I want to look around this little group of islands and these planks and bridges. Whatever wreckage or rope or whatever that I can scavenge. What I want to do is I want to pull the boat out of the water.
Okay.
I want to find a low spot and I want to dry dock it up.
Okay. All right. So
We've got to
quite a
winch it
few.
up with a crude winch. I want to get it out of the water.
So you go looking around, and the thing that you find that's a little bit different. Below the level of the water, you find a very large opening of a cave. And inside that cave, you find what would probably be it looked very large, some pelts, but they're actually from pelts from sea animals that have been created in there. And you find, roll an investigation. Let's see if you actually do find.
God damn. Come on, bro. 13. Okay. That's with the +4.
Yeah. I think the most distinctive thing that you find is that these pelts were made to the size of someone that is huge. And there's not just one of them. There are like 2 or 3 of them, but then there are also several smaller ones. And they're very old. We would consider them like fossil, like they've sort of managed to decay a bit over time. They would not be usable. But some very large set of people was living here.
Are there any recent signs of them living there currently?
No.
Do I see any religious, like, what do you call them, altars or anything like that?
No altars, but as you begin to look around on the walls, you see some dwarven runes. They're very slight. The water has managed to just gunk them up. And that's why you originally didn't see them.
Taking into consideration the ruin, the weird shadow thing that kind of melded into the boat, all this stuff, I'm wondering if we might be, and since you said it was ancient and old and ruined, I'm thinking that maybe we're being haunted by something.
Okay.
And so what I'm trying to do is figure out if I can see something that might show some respect to the people that lived here.
As in, you want to show respect for it?
Yeah, kind of. Like if there was an altar, I was going to leave a little bit of food or I don't know.
Yeah. So what you can tell, whoever this was, they were actually a seafaring people. They were very large, and would appear that whatever happened very quickly, as in they were all taken out in one fell swoop.
Explore the cave a little bit.
There's not much to it. It's like the one room hut type thing, and if you dig a little bit, you could probably find a couple of bones.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to investigate the cave the best I can.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go out.
All right. So you finish that, you come back, and he comes back with this story of what he has seen. Captain, you doing anything before he gets started there?
I happen to speak Dwarvish.
Okay.
So I guess I want to see. Maybe I can translate for.
So you go to it. They're Dwarvish runes, and what you can tell is that it's actually written in giant. It's actually the giant language that is written there.
Okay.
So let's just see how much of it is translatable for you. You want to cut them?
No, I'm good.
Roll a d20. Let's see how well you do.
I have to touch this. The language. Nat 20.
So, on the wall, what you can make out is it's kind of like a last entry. Enemies coming. We'll hold out here.
Gotcha. I guess I'll let the party know. Like, what was it? Can I tell if it was written very hastily or like, oh shit, kind of?
It wasn't. It definitely wasn't. Oh shit.
Okay.
It was written very methodically, as if, and the best you can think was they thought they were either going to evade detection or that they might be able to handle it. But then, given just putting together a few facts, looks like there were 3 very big people and 2 or 3 smaller people. Hard to tell with the smaller people here. And they were here.
I guess I'll go back to working on the ship because this is the 3rd day.
This is your 3rd day that you're working. All right. And you're tomorrow, if everything goes well, you will be able to set sail. All right. It is the 3rd evening. What would you like to do? Okay. Where is everybody sleeping, and what is everybody doing?
Well, I'm gonna find Cryle real quick and show her the stone that I found, see if she knows have any idea what it is.
Because I speak Dwarvish as well.
Okay. So you can understand.
So was that the same thing that he just?
You can understand the rune. The rune is actually a clan name.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the best you can figure out what this is. So this is like the name of a clan, an identifier.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to do with that. It's a rock with a clan name. I don't know.
I'll keep it on me just in case. You never know.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll get the pelts and all the cloth and things and shit.
So the hardest thing about the pelts is that as you move them, they sort of begin to fall apart. If they were still in the animals, they would be fine, but they're not.
Okay.
So in any case,
so nothing valuable.
Let's consult. All right. So
you didn't let me cut it.
No, well, there's not anything valuable like you were probably looking for. But you do find hidden a little bit lower. You actually find what could be a piece of cloth that has been buried further down that could possibly be used as a sail if the one that you have gets torn. All right, so you have an extra sail if you need it. 3rd evening. You're the first watch.
3rd.
Who's the first watch?
I'm first watch.
All right.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna park Barney over the edge on surveillance of the ship.
And yeah, I'll be.
And I'm gonna be under Barney.
And I'm near Drake because I don't really want to get on that ship.
So you're watching, and you watch. Roll perception.
Perception. 17.
All right. So you watch as this figure that you now sort of kind of know what's going on comes up out of the keel of the boat, and it steps onto the boat and walks over to the mast, and it's got some sort of sharp object, and it's doing something to the mast. What would you like to do?
Can I try to speak to it in Dwarvish and be like, "Hey guy, what you doing?"
Speak to it in Dwarvish?
Yeah. Do you need some help?
It regards you for just a moment, and then goes back to what it's doing.
You regarding.
I'm gonna go wake up Captain and be like, "Hey, the thing's back. He's on the ship."
Are you sleeping on the ship?
He seems like maybe he understands Dwarvish, but I don't know. Come be with me.
Okay. All right, so you go up top, and by this time you can see there are two lines of runes, the same dwarven runes.
That say like the coming.
You can roll, or we can do. You can roll, or we can do this.
I guess we'll do that.
Up to you. Up to you. What would I roll? It's in giant. It's dwarven runes, but the language is not dwarven, so you can't really understand what's being written. That's the hard part.
Yeah, let's try it. See if I can.
Okay. All right. So let's just see.
Have I been woken up?
No, not yet. Roll a d20.
Got this.
A 24.
All right.
Oh, it took 23. I'm sorry.
23. All right. It looks like a list. It's a list of something, and
Which one of us would be the most delicious to eat?
How to serve mesh.
Exactly.
the first name you can make out is Lev. The first name on the top you can make out.
Can I do a religion check to see if I know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's 7.
Yeah, you know, nothing comes to mind. And he just keeps going. And then when there are 5 of them, he walks off. And Crowell, you see him walking over to where you saw those stacks of stones. And he starts stacking more stones where the other stones were.
On my ship?
Do you understand?
Yes.
Sir, do you understand us? Please, tell us what's going on. What are you doing? And I'm speaking in Dwarvish.
And he walks away, gets more stones, continuing to get more stones.
I'm gonna. I feel like I don't know if anyone has the reference of the highlighter, but where he just starts speaking a bunch of different languages, trying to see if anyone
Can I cast the command spell on him?
He has to understand you.
I'll speak in Dwarf.
Okay. No effect.
Can I speak in Elvish?
Okay, so you start speaking Elvish.
You understand what I'm saying, sir?
You understand the words that come
How
out?
about deep speech? I don't even know what that is.
No,
Nothing.
it's like mind flayers and weird creatures from other realms. It's a fun one to have, but not very useful until you start portal hopping.
Goblin?
Yep.
Sir, habla español.
Mm-hmm.
Halfling.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, okay, I'm not.
And after he's got a stack, and the stack is probably about it's like about the height of a good chunk of firewood. You know how you'd have enough fire to get you through like a whole week. He stacks like that many stones up there, and then he goes back to the front of the boat and just dissolves his way back down.
Do these rocks have anything special?
I'm gonna wake you up.
No.
Wake up.
What if I just pick one up?
What's your strength?
20.
So you can pick them up, and when you pick it up, what's interesting about it is that they're very well balanced. It looks like they were chosen meticulously, as if they would fly very well.
Like from a catapult?
Like from a catapult.
Maybe those things are good. They're helping me out.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe he's got a bad thing. Maybe he's
It's the
trying
spirit
to.
of the ship trying to help us out.
Whoa. Like, come on, wake up, Squirtlebird.
This is one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I remember where I've heard that name before. I don't want to metagame. But yeah, okay. I was like, that sounds familiar.
The rest of the night passes uneventfully, and this is the fourth day. You will complete it'll take all day, and you can complete your work on the ship, and you will be ready to go.
All right. I wouldn't even care about what was written in the sails unless somebody brought it my attention. So, none of you do that, then I just go about my day. I make some food. I'm curing meats, Hydra meats. I'm getting extra salt from. So, in a pinch, if you're ever in a situation, as the sea waves bang up against the rocks, where it settles, you'll find a layer of salt, and you can scrape that off. You can use that.
Lick the rocks.
You can lick the rocks.
You can also boil the salt water down, and it'll leave salt.
You gotta have a fire.
You can't boil salt water and get potable water. I don't know what it leaves. No, because salt water will just boil. You got to use osmosis to get the. Anyway,
I think I've seen it before where they do it and it like creates like a thin layer crusted. I mean, it's burnt, but it's still like a salt.
Still salt.
So
I guess salt for curing.
Okay.
I'm curing Hydra. I'm curing fish.
So
Delicious.
it's here. Barney is here.
That's your gummy.
This is gone.
I'm not yummy.
She's eating.
Where are you making your preparations to set sail? If you choose to set sail this evening, are you going to set sail this evening, or what are you going to do?
I'm ready to get the hell off this island.
I'm not sure I want to get on that boat.
I know. Same.
Okay.
Same these.
You can stay here for all I care.
I'm like, actually, I didn't cast any spells, so I'm just like looking at everybody. Like, what are we waiting for? Let's go! And I hop in the water.
You're on the ship hopping?
To me?
And during the course of the day, I want to either find or make a short sword, and I want to put it on the end of my rifle like a bayonet.
Okay, so, alright, so got those on there. Alright, Crown, where are you while they're doing that? You're afraid to get on the ship.
Yeah. Instead, I'm going to put on my little thing, and I want to swim with Squirtlebird. I'm going to learn the language anyway.
So where are the two of you swimming to?
So right now, I'm just swimming around because if we're going to be getting underway soon, I'm just kind of swimming around where my patrol was, right, for immediate dangers. I'm also at the same time looking for extra fish that I can snag, sea creatures, mollusks, looking for food stuffs. And with her with me, then I'll point at stuff like.
And I'll be like, oh, and I'll collect it.
All right, and you're pointing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this huge thing, and you know what this one is. You see one of those giant frog things that just come up and consume your people in large mouthfuls.
Oh,
and it's swimming towards you two. What are you doing?
I say, oh shit, and
I understand that.
Oh, you understand? You understand the curse word.
that's usually the first thing you learn. And I'm like, and we're booking it back to the ship.
All right, so you all book it back, and they book it back, just following you the best they can. You swim faster than them, so you make it back like a round before they're going to arrive there. What are you all doing?
Can I use shape water to give us an extra boost as we're dash swimming?
Sure, absolutely. So you all have 2 rounds before these things are going to catch up with you.
How many are there?
2.
How big are
They're enormous. They're really big.
They're about the size of this thing that keeps coming on board.
Yeah, I'm like, big enough to eat us.
We need a prepare. I don't know.
Well, you need to do something.
So
Let's go.
But then I tell him, and I say, point us in the right direction, and I'm gonna use both rounds to cast gust of wind into the.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I cast.
I'm telling you, we need to go.
Still bad enough. It's just going to. It's going to go down.
But we're not done fixing it.
I thought we fixed it.
At the end of the day today, it takes all day today.
We can we speed this up because we gotta go. We got to go. These things are going to eat us, or we need to.
I said 2 rounds. That's 12 seconds.
we have to fight the ship. We either drowned at sea or we fight them here.
Okay, then we need to get ready. They're coming. We need to get ready.
All right. I say, oh, all right, and I get on the.
Can we?
I go. So there. It's funny. I'm gonna take certain spells so we can do that. Where the Hydra was, I'm gonna go on the opposite side. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. I'm gonna be on that side. About there. So if they intercept and they're focused that way, I'll be on the other side. I'll bring up tentacle action.
All right, and you got your tentacle out there. You got your tentacle ready to go. All right.
Do they got some long ass tongues?
Yes.
I want to be as high up on that rock as I can, so that hopefully they can.
So you're right in the middle of there. Shh. Your tentacle is right there, ready to intercept him. And Lucky, they've told you something's coming.
All right.
What you doing?
All right. So I'm gonna get to where I can see what's coming, and I'm gonna get my longbow ready.
Huh? Get your longbow ready.
No, I have a month. Yeah, he needs a month to make it.
How's it? Bjorn.
I'm going to tell Cressel and the 2 other dudes that I don't know to get man the stations and get ready for being boarded.
So they come to the actual. No, it's still too high. They can't do that. So they're okay. So they're actually here, ready in case the ship is boarded. But what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna do the same, like just ready in action for. Like I'm gonna pull out or grab my harpoon gun or harpoon, just a harpoon, I guess, from Cressel and like kind of ready it in action.
I'm gonna cast levitate.
Okay. All right. So let me levitate you.
Do you do like a Jesus pose? I feel like.
Blue, because you're raised by Barney.
He's gonna be next to probably him.
Okay.
To deflect attacks.
Cool. All right. You see this one actually arrives first. He comes up out of the water. Those of you two that readied shots can take your shots. You can have the tentacle make an attack if you would like. Okay. Have at it. Go ahead. Would you roll?
18 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
I missed.
Say what?
I missed. Unless a 10 hits.
No, 10 does not hit.
7 points.
Okay, gotcha.
18 hit.
All right, 18 does hit.
All right.
We're some sad sacks if we can't hit the thing the size of a city bus.
Mm-hmm.
10 points damage.
Okay.
I was nervous.
It's the dope.
Oops, I did the wrong one. All right, so in any case, I will do it here too, and that's my mistake. All right, and Cloud, what'd you roll?
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Okay, you hit. Two rolls.
It's always funny. Those are arms.
So 10 damage.
Okay, and then how much for the second one?
My second roll, it's only 10 to hit, so I'm sure it doesn't hit.
Well, 10 does not hit, unfortunately. All right, roll initiative.
Gotta be kidding me.
What'd you get, Jason?
4. I got 2.
Anybody else 20? Yep.
No?
15 to 20. Wow. 10 to 15.
Out of 10.
13.
You can go first.
Hold on here.
So it was 2 rounds before they got there?
Yeah. All right. So 13, so you're 1. You're 2. What'd you roll? 10?
10.
3,
Hey,
4. 5 to 10?
No.
Sorry, you run.
5 to 10?
I got a 5.
Wait. 8. I'm sorry.
Okay. And 6. All right, cool. Mr. One, what are you doing? They are now, you can see these 2 huge eyes come up out of the water. You want to give us some battle music?
I'll run and attack the closest one I can.
Alright, so you come flying over here and can easily reach that one over there.
Cool. Let's go. 2 miles. And I rolled another test for him.
Then another 10.
And I stop. And then a 25 to hit
That's going to hit.
for 8 damage.
Alright.
And then bonus action, same thing. She can't spend any advantage on that. 25 to hit
25 going to hit.
for another 8 damage.
Another 8 damage. Gotcha. Alright. And Crepple actually comes and stands by you. He's going to take his. Remind me, he's going to take his turn on your. He unfortunately misses. But he is going to use his shield. Let me see. I got to make sure I do this correctly. Yeah, he's going to use his shield to impose disadvantage. Number 2.
I am going to. This is action. Oh no, that's amazing. So I'm gonna get up on this. I'm gonna come up on the one next to me.
Okay.
Right in melee range. This is on purpose.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Okay. Alright. That's a dex save from him. He rolls a 19, but he still takes half.
He will take. Nice. Takes 14 points.
A half? Is that already half? Okay, gotcha. Okay. And the tentacle?
Pinnacle.
Oh, and he's pushed back. No, he's saved, so he's not pushed. Okay.
21 to hit.
Yep.
Very nice.
And you're at the 2d8 level?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a crappy roll. 4 points
Okay.
of cold.
Okay. Alright. Alright, number 3. That is that. So he has 2 things that he can attack. He's going to do 1 attack on the. Okay, so question is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So he claws at you twice, and he sticks his tongue out at your tentacle.
Spiny shield.
He rolls to hit you. 19 hits.
Spiny shield reaction.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
But it does hit me.
Okay.
So rolling the damage.
It's 22 points of damage.
Okay, it gets reduced by 4d4.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong one. Hold on a second. It's not that. It's.
And he takes that shit.
Come on, hold on a second.
I'm all levitating like a fly.
19 points of damage to you, but then he takes some damage too. Is what
You got to go. This gets reduced. The 19 gets reduced by 10, 12 points. So I take 7 points, and he takes 12 points.
Gotcha, cool. And he is not liking that one. And he tries to swallow the thing, but there's nothing there to do. Now, for Bjorn, who's he going to try and swallow?
Unintelligent creatures.
He's going to try and swallow Kraken. He does the 2 attacks on you with disadvantage, miss, and a miss. And then he tries to attack Kreppel. Ouch. He does hit Kreppel. And Kreppel gets swallowed.
I don't know why I like him, but I kind of like the guy.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the fourth pretzel I've had.
Just saying shit. Number.
My first name was name pretzel.
So,
Just so that I never have to remember their name.
Big ol' eyes.
with the Hunter's Mark, I think I have Hunter's Lore. It says when a creature is marked by your Hunter's Mark, you know whether the creature has any immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities, and if the creature has any, I would know what they are. So, can I tell?
It has vulnerability. Yeah, lightning. Wait a minute.
Too bad,
Lightning is actually going to slow it down and give it disadvantage on dexterity.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't have lightning, but I'm gonna yell out,
Hit with lightning.
lightning! Just, I don't have that ability, but can I also, hit that, I guess, like, my bonus action, and I still get to hit?
Talking is a free action.
Okay, cool.
Just don't get out of your hand with it.
give it 20 minutes.
Speeches for 20 minutes. He'll be like,
Senator Cory Booker.
So I'm gonna try to hit him with my crossbow.
Like almost half.
I actually watched that stuff.
Does it,
His feet.
I watched it, yeah.
Not all 25 hours.
is it 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So for the first hit, the damage will be
Make sure you're rolling your d6 as well.
only 8.
And what's your dexterity bonus? Oh, you're rolling here, so
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so 7, that's 8. Gotcha.
Second hit, 16. And six.
6 damage? Okay, cool. Gotcha. Number 5.
Okay. I'm gonna get to where I was here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna fire off 2 arrows
Huh?
at the closest one. So first arrow is does a 12 hit.
No, it does not.
Okay. That's gonna miss too.
Uh-huh.
Miss.
So number 6. Mr.
Got any electricity? Maybe Barney?
Is another 20 feet on levitate, is that considered a move? Or is that
Yes, that's part of your move.
All right, so I'm going to go up higher, 10 more feet, and I'm going to blast them away.
Like, wow, you
Because I rolled a 1 on the first one, and 15.
15 hits.
So that is, you gotta be kidding me. 2 points of damage, 2 points of fire damage. Oh, 3 ones. Nice.
Which one are you getting? The one that has critical swallowed or the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's your number 1, Mr. Now I don't have a first name.
He's gonna move up to Bjorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do his force rend, which is.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
It's well over 20. It's like 24. And it's going to be 10 points of damage. And I guess he's too big to probably grapple.
Yeah, too big. 12 points of damage.
10.
10. Got it. Cool. Now we're to the captain. Go ahead.
I'll yell out like, Pressel, I'll pay you to sit around. I don't pay him, but I'll go ahead and attack him.
Getting swallowed by a giant creature doesn't help him.
Right.
Exactly. 23 to hit.
Alright.
That is not considered natural.
For 9 damage.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Okay.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Okay.
For another 9 damage. You can pick it up.
Do like a face of like a dark color and then come up on top of the lighter color.
Yeah, so what I did was I used like gray and I just washed it. And then what I did was dark color.
Alright, got
Blend in.
So what was the last damage? I didn't get
Another 9 damage.
Gotcha, cool.
And then I washed it with
And now it is number 2. That is you. Alright.
I am going to. I'll pop it with a.
yeah, I have a house. I have like a dentist. There's like a little vision.
Okay.
A light. I'm sure you see it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like sitting there like.
You even have brushes small enough to.
Yeah.
So hard. Feel like it. Okay. Big or small?
Come on, natural 20. That is not a natural 20.
The hardest thing is eyes.
Get up a little bit. Come on.
I'm on there.
Let me make absolute sure, but I'm not sure it's 15. No, that's it.
Oh.
You hit. Go.
That's switch was first.
I typically don't do eyes.
Oh, sweet. I got it. I got an 8.
I used to do,
So that is.
and then they feel like, look, it's like this.
You're like, it's so fancy and you looks like lazy eye.
18 points of lightning.
Beat it half, disadvantage on dexterity checks. 6. That's good. Tentacle.
Because they're so little.
Notice to this.
Tentacle swipe.
Depending on what it is, like this was a before I started
16
this
on the dice.
Yeah.
but like this one, same thing.
Tentacle don't be low on that. 7 points of cold.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
You were good, fine.
So now, attack. So let's see. Where does the tongue go on yours? It's going to go for that tentacle again, which means 2 hand attacks on you. Miss and miss. Tentacle attack. Misses the tentacle. Okay, so now we got Barn and Bjorn over here.
If they attack me, it's disadvantage.
Okay. It is you. Alright, so the 2 claw attacks on Barney. Miss and a miss. 16.
That's enough.
Okay, so you are grappled and drawn inside as well. So that's
right where I want to be. Let's go.
You're gonna kind of pull out of the
so,
Have you seen Vince?
so the bite is 22 points of damage.
ouch.
Got it. Cool. And you see Kreppel swinging away inside there with whatever he's got, but it's just too difficult to do. All right, number 4.
Me.
All right.
So I'm
Stuff on
going.
his mouth?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. This is one of the few creatures that can have 2 things swallowed at the same time.
Who else to swallow? Did I miss
Me.
that? Oh, nice.
All right.
You got him exactly where you want him.
Exactly where you want. Yeah. So.
We are drags right now. If you get that reference, you're a true nerd.
All right. So my first one will. Oh crap. Okay. 22 would hit, so 8 damage for the first, and then 26 to hit with 9 damage.
Okay, and that one turns to swim away. You often have opportunity attacks. Squirtle and the tentacle can have opportunity attacks.
17 and a 21.
Alright. Oh, you only get one, so there's there's only one opportunity
For the
attack.
tentacle.
Oh, okay, that's cool. They both hit.
Oh, tentacle feels pretty good. 16 for the tentacle.
Okay.
And for me, it's just so total of 20 points.
A total of 20?
16 cold and 4 piercing.
Gotcha.
You die.
Then I cried. It's swimming up, it's licking its wounds.
It might not get away.
Which begs the question, what happens if it swims off with those 2 in its belly?
Oh, shit.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's swimming off.
I got him.
That's what he said.
Oh,
Yeah. So, number 5.
All right, I'm gonna fire off 2 arrows at the one. All right, first one. Okay, that's a 19 to hit,
Yeah.
and
Button is dead, so you will get your sneak attack. Which is 3 and 4d6 at this point.
4.
Okay. Just
So I mean 29 points of damage.
okay. And your second.
That's all hits.
Oh, number 6.
I'm again going to launch off. I'm going to hit, but I'm switching my selector switch.
Okay.
Fast.
I don't know.
If I hit, it reduces their movement by 10 feet.
Okay.
With my crossbow, I can
Try to
do.
slow them down a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to.
Yeah.
First
So if
one
you have a
is.
I hate it when they wander around like that. They're looking for something, or they're sniffing for a
So
place to do
basically, it means
something.
you can attack.
Just
You
stop
can do like a bonus action attack, but it doesn't count as a bonus action. Basically, get 3
I rolled a 14 and a 21.
Both of those hit.
with.
Oh, both hit.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Second is 10, so 20 total.
Okay.
And the movement
Yeah,
is
we will
reduced by 10 feet.
Gotcha. Cool. Alright, number 1. Okay, Captain, from inside. You are restrained and blinded. So you have disadvantage. You take 10 now. At the beginning of the monster share. Alright. So it's your turn. You can attack, but you attack with disadvantage.
Can I tell how hurt it looks from the inside?
From the inside, nothing's happened. Nothing's wrong.
I'd like to. Hold on one second. I'm trying to look at the definition on this. I'd like to use my divine or my channel divinity, conquering presence.
Okay.
Has to make a wisdom 15 save.
Okay. Okay. You killed it. What does it do?
He's frightened for a whole minute. I basically radiate like a aura where he's frightened of me.
Alright, so I'll figure that out later. Alright, number 2.
That was my action.
Okay.
And then I'll bonus action smack him with my
You
hand.
can't. Yeah, the bonus action attack only happens if you take the attack action.
I think your wolf should make you throw up.
That was you, yeah.
Don't think I can do anything else.
Is that the little thing?
Yes, yes. I may not know what spectate is, but I know what you do.
I'll bonus action divine favor then on my weapon.
What? Alright, cool.
Is that your birthday night?
Yeah.
My friend,
Where it should be.
what would you like to do?
Next to the vulva.
I'm going to, the range on my cantrip is 120 feet.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yes.
Shoot it.
Okay.
Yes, but if you're
I'm going to use
moving
my
and
ability to give me advantage on
basically
this
move.
Okay.
I'm on that for 20. Did I get one? No. But it doesn't have advantage. That one's 21 to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, give me an 8. 15 points of light.
And my hunting.
Okay, with your lightning damage, gotcha. So his speed is half and minus 10. Got it, cool. He's feeling pretty bad right now. And so now you take 10 points of acid damage, he takes 10. You can feel it's moving, but it's moving very slowly. And he starts to retreat down into the water very slowly. Barney can have an opportunity attack. Okay, alright. Easy enough to do.
Alright.
So which one did you do?
The one that's swimming away, that was we were beating up on.
21
each.
Okay,
for 8 points of damage.
okay, gotcha, cool. And how long is he... Hold on, I need to look at one thing. So how long is his speed half? His speed minus 10?
Till my next turn.
Till your next turn, so speed up.
One, and also be affected by the lightning.
Yeah.
Those
Alright, till the end of its next turn. Gotcha, cool. Alright, so that's number 6. Okay, that was Barney.
That was their.
It's your turn, correct.
Okay,
And he's
so
still sticking out of the water.
I
He's moving that slow.
hunter's mark, switch
You
my
move your
hunter's
hunter's
mark,
mark, gotcha.
and then I want to drop my crossbow, beeline it to him,
Okay,
and pull out my scimitar. Can I jump on him?
absolutely.
And shout out.
And you stabby stab.
I want to stabby stab.
Okay.
I'm hard for these frog legs.
A 17 would hit, right? That'd be 10 damage for my first,
Okay.
and then 16 to hit for the second. And that would
you roll your d6.
10 for the second, and then I have something called Nick. I don't know how that exactly works, but
The scimitar has a weapon skill
called Nick.
Okay.
You do the extra attack.
Yeah.
The scimitar, but it lets you do it kind of as an addition.
I don't know how that works.
You can just make another attack.
I can make like a third attack.
Just three.
There's usually a thing where it's a little bit less attack. So it's the same as the bonus attack. Gotcha.
So 25 to hit.
So you hit, and
Do I still roll my extra d6?
you roll
for that?
a d8 and the d6, but you don't have dexterity to it.
Oh, okay. So a d8 and a d6.
Okay?
That d6.
Okay. Alright, number 5. You can barely see it.
+1.
Okay.
Plus 1? Why +1?
Well, because that form is from modifier +3.
Okay.
So 7 damage.
Okay.
Alright, go.
And I'm gonna still shoot with my arrow.
Okay.
First hit. Okay, let's make it 14 hit?
Yep.
Alright, second hit. Does a 13 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I still get my sneak attack?
Well, yeah, technically they're inside of it, so yes.
Well, she's on top of it.
I'm on top.
She's on top.
I'm on top.
I will go down with this ship.
Mhm.
Every little bit helps.
27 points of damage.
I know. There will be
Yes.
no- Oh, I can't.
So how much?
27 points of damage.
And as this thing guys, it spits you two out. You don't have, neither one of you two have way to breathe, but you're close enough to the top that you can just swim back. The two of you are able to swim. And you can go, you're starting, I can't save you. I yelled out, stop it! You are such a wonderful person.
I didn't say.
I'm stepping on Bjorn pulling crap out of the water.
If you want, you can do your short rest, heal yourselves up. The long and short of this, everything you finished getting the boat together.
Alright.
I'm going.
If that's not that evening, are you resting for the evening, or what are you doing? You said immediately taking off, correct?
Yeah.
And I know we have to probably wrap it up here real soon, but so you're resting tonight or taking off? I asked the question and didn't listen to the answer. Sorry.
Taking off.
Taking off.
Taking off. So when you begin to take off, a storm starts to blow up above you, and you begin to navigate the ship. Where are you taking it to?
I don't think we.
So I didn't allow you all to do anything for the rest of that day because I'm trying to go quickly here. But let me let you do things quick before you do it because it makes a difference here. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Harvested the frog.
So harvesting the frog, that doesn't take your entire day, so I'll come back around to you. What are you doing the rest of the day?
Did any of the heads of
You're having to fix the boat.
Yeah, it's gonna take that.
Well, you can harvest what they say. So fixing the boat will be your second thing. What's this?
Did any of those animals, even the hydra thing, have poison on it?
No. Lucky.
I'm gonna help fix the boat.
Alright, fix that up.
I'm gonna harvest my arrows, grab my crossbow that I dropped, and
I'll
then
get my arrows.
And get those back.
and then just continue to try to learn my language.
Okay.
I'd like to try and chart out a course because didn't we get like a sextant or something in the previous session?
Mhm.
I'd like to, and especially as it gets darker and the constellations or whatever start to show, I'd like to use the horizon, constellations, blah, blah, to chart a course. Does anyone have a direction heading that we're supposed to be going into?
I'm indifferent.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, you're working on your stuff, you notice the writing on the mast.
I'm curious about it. Cats comprehend languages.
And you go over mute to touch it.
Yeah.
And so it's a list of some type, the long and short of it. The first name, Solara.
Okay.
The second one, Brendan. The third one, hold on a second, let me get there because I got to get to it real quick. There we go. Lareth is number 1. Brendan's number 2. And then you see what must be the name of a dragon. It's the only thing you can think of what it is. The third one is a list and is the name of those enemies that they told you killed Walka. The fourth one, those people that killed him. It's a list of them.
I know who killed Walka.
And he told him it was wrong. And the last one is the Kraken.
The Kraken.
Okay.
I relay that information. I go to the captain. I say, these names, do they mean anything to you? And I tell him the list.
What was it? Dragon, something.
So, Solara, Dragon, Brendan, a dragon's name,
and
the cult, this cult of sea priests, and finally the Kraken.
I said kill the sea priests.
Solara means something to you three. It's the name of that rich guy.
Oh yeah, we didn't like him.
On the floating city.
Oh, back where
Brendan
What happened is
is the name of the
guy who got away. Or yeah.
the guy in the pirate boat.
Right.
We're like, oh, wasn't it a dragon that you and I fought with when we went with that Kraken thing?
we didn't. We can assume that, but actually,
It was there.
yeah, Sportalblore would assume that. I don't remember it, but the thing that we went down there with, the Aboleth, he did say his name. Like he was like, because the other dragon kind of laughed. So I was like, "Fuck you." So yeah, Sportalblore would kind of recognize that. I said, are these enemies of this entity that we have adopted?
I don't know who. I mean, in character, I have no idea who any of these people or things are.
Brendan was the magical person in the cave. He hit very hard.
Oh, yeah, that went invisible on me.
Yeah,
that dude.
Yeah. I'm fine with going to kill him if we have to kill him. Like,
I did have comprehend languages with Sir Lareth, but I didn't know his name. I tell him about the dragon. I say, I tell him that I have, this name is familiar to me. I have dealings with this dragon. And by dealings, I mean running away and screaming for my life.
So you set your course, you chart, and no matter how hard you try to bank any given direction, a storm arises that begins pushing you in a direction, and you have no idea where it's pushing you. I need you all to roll nature checks. If you have proficiency in nature,
I do.
you can roll with advantage. Otherwise, just roll normally.
It's fine by me. The ship usually steers me to where I want to go anyways.
Well,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
12. That's 8.
16.
Hey, wow.
The one thing I'm good at.
is how do you?
Not a shoot.
You know what?
You seem to be. Oh, go ahead.
I made a little something to it. 17.
You seem to be heading in the general direction of the floating city.
Oh, who's getting the balls?
I don't know. I think Kreppel should get the balls.
You know,
Kreppel was out there protecting people. He got swallowed.
he did get
Nobody
swallowed.
appreciates the craft from efforts.
Nobody.
You know,
Lead
Crackle.
on and save the captain.
Here, Crackle.
Are we level 7
Good
now?
job.
Yes, you're a level 7.
Yay!
Sweet nutrients. Sweet nutrients for my babies.
Thank you.
Are you talking about it? I don't even know.